Hey guys, alright, here we go. The World War II economy is changing. This just dropped. New progression and economy coming to cards shortly. No official date released in here, but things are changing. There's always been lots of feedback about the rewards and achievements and progression system in the game, and now 1939 is starting to do something about all that feedback and making some changes. So let's just go through what we know real quick, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Just on the side, like I have been invited to participate internally or on the side, behind the scenes, with these new features that are coming out. So I'll be able to talk to a little bit to what we see here today, but there will be more news to come, and we'll just have to wait for the other blogs to come out. And as soon as we have our early access behind the scenes to go and play around with this, definitely we'll do some video around that and bring that to you as well with a deeper explanation. But let's take a look right now and see what is going on in here. Brand new economy. So basically, I did a video like 2 months ago outlining the entire economy of the game to help out with new players, the free-to-play concept. And the value of what these changes are remains to be seen. I haven't seen the details of what the achievements will actually bring or the new progression system will actually bring in terms of rewards, but I have heard that it's going to be better, more rewards, more frequent, and a little bit less grindy. So this is the high level overview, giving players more control. So making it easier to build the decks you want to play, giving you better control where you go with your card collection. And there's a little bit more detail of that down below. Simpler and fairer card economy. Simple, more elegant card creation, more economically fair way to get the specific cards you want. Separating bling and value, so you don't have to make an uncomfortable choice between the two if you really want both. So no more. So it sounds like you won't need to craft or mill your gold cards anymore. You'll be able to keep your gold cards because there's no more concept of resources. And they say that later on is that the resources are out for this new concept of wild cards coming in. And clear logical progression goals. So clear short-term and long-term goals, more logical ways to reach those goals and reap the rewards. Separating the national progression and competitive ladder progression. So we'll dive into that a little bit more down below. They do give us a little bit more details. So the new progression and achievements out. So the whole achievements tab that we know about in cards that exist today will be gone and replaced, I guess, with this UI here that shows a progression chart. And so it looks like you could pick your nation at the top and you get levels or something, levels by nation. So the number underneath the nation icon, and you progress on that nation. And the way that it works is that if you play a certain nation, you're going to develop your rank towards that nation, and the rewards on that track will be for that nation. So if you're really keen on trying to build up your Germany deck, you could do a drive on the Germany deck playing Germany, and you will then get rewards for Germany, because by playing Germany, you will advance your Germany levels here and unlock the achievements related to Germany. Wildcards in, resources out. So I don't know, I have 9,000 resources accumulated right now, which I know is not the case for most players. I've spent a lot of money on my main account and accumulated all these resources, especially with buying the Breakthrough expansion. But the reality is that those will be converted to something, I guess. They haven't said any information about that yet. The exact details, what happens, will come out with your resources and your gold cards will come out. So no for sure information here about what happens. But based on what they said earlier, it certainly sounds like the gold cards won't be milled anymore. I don't think they're taking away gold cards. Hope not, but we'll see what happens. I mean, our current resources. Interesting is that they put the same sentence in there, the current resources and gold cards. I wonder if that'll lead to being able to craft gold cards. I don't know how many people would want to do that, but if the resources are out, we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do with them. And then what comes in is these wild cards. So what these wild cards are going to do is basically, I guess you get these from opening a pack or whatever, or you'll earn it on your progression rewards up here. There's an elite US wild card, for example. So with this elite US wild card, you could craft any elite US card that you want. It has to be the same nation, but you could craft an elite US with that wild card. So instead of spending your resources, if you get a wild card, you craft a card of the same level. So that's pretty cool. So I don't know, I guess those will be stored somewhere in instead of resources. You'll stock up on wild cards. Non-nation specific seasonal ladder. So right now I think this is the most vague And what they're talking about here, I think, is that because the current seasonal ladder offers a lot of rewards depending on the nation being played, they felt it overlapped with the existing progression system, which is all based about playing a specific nation. So I think what this is going to do is probably remove the concept of the field marshaling concept. Like whether or not field marshaling is still there or not, I have no idea. But the idea of doing your field marshals to get those end of season rewards is going to be replaced by the progression system, or the new progression system, which means that what they've done is they've said, okay, if you're a competitive cards player, you can go play competitive, but if you're just like a regular cards player trying to build your collection, you're a newer cards player, you could focus strictly on the achievements side of things, or the progression side of things on each nation to unlock the rewards and build up your collection, and that way the two don't go together. Maybe that's going to help with the matchmaking. I don't know, like maybe because now when I do field marshaling, I always uncheck the not scored, try to match up against a wider variety of players, and try to get better matchups so you can get those field marshals done so that you can get those 8 packs and that elite card at the end of the season. So it sounds like they're replacing that concept with the progression system, and they're separating. So what the competitive landscape will look like, I don't know. But it looks like what they've done is they've effectively said, okay, you don't have to field marshal everything anymore into the Officers Club in order to get a nation pack. You could just go and work out on your progression. So will we still have end of season rewards? I don't know. Will the end of season rewards and the daily achievement stuff be all replaced with this new system, or will this be in addition to those other rewards? Hopefully there is still an end of season reward, because I think most games that offer that kind of pushing towards some kind of level on the competitive side, reaching a certain rank or a status, should be a little bit more than just the bragging rights like this is saying. Really should be that you do get recognized with some rewards for achieving that level. And like some games will, if you make it to Mythic, or you make it to Gold, or to Pro Rank, or whatever it might be called, you get additional rewards, I believe. So hopefully cards will continue in that path as well, of giving additional rewards based on your finish of the season, as well, like whether it's an extra wild card or something, maybe a different level wild card. I have no idea, because they haven't released that information. Pretty wild, pun intended, with the wild cards coming in, a whole new cards economy dropping, and I got a lot of questions. I'm sure you guys got a lot of questions. This is in the Steam community. I put a link down below, so if you have comments you want to make on this, go ahead and come to this link and drop your comments in down below. Provide the feedback, get into the discussion, and leave your comments. You can also leave me your comments down below. Be curious to hear what you think, and that's it. So stay tuned, and as the blog rolls out, we'll do some more updates so that we can give everybody an update on what all these economy changes are. Pretty exciting times, I gotta say. This is probably one of the biggest changes that they've done to the game in a long time. So really looking forward to seeing this roll out and learning about how our old resources are going to convert into the new resources. That's it. So I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one, guys.